Life is nothing without meaningful, fulfilling relationships, whether it's relationships that you have with your friends, your family members, significant others, or the people that you work with. Meaningful connections with people that you care about is what makes life worth living. But most relationships lack the most important ingredient for long-term success: communication. Before we get started, I made you a free, easy-to-use resource sheet to go along with this video. It will help you find out how you best communicate with people so that you can start feeling understood and they can start feeling like they're understood. I spent the time to make it for you because I want you to actually benefit from what we talk about here today. Because after all, knowledge and information are only useful if you put them into action to achieve your desired results. So I'll leave a link to the free worksheet in the description below this video. If you're on Instagram, just feel free to send me a DM and I'll send it through Messenger. I would also really appreciate it if you left me a comment or liked this video or shared it with someone, because when you do, it lets the algorithm know, and that way other people who could also benefit from this will be more likely to see it show up in their feed. I make videos on personal development, fitness, and plant-based nutrition, and I also interview other professionals who do the same. So subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when I upload a new video. So the foundation of a healthy relationship is communication. We want to feel understood and we want to be accepted by our partners, friends, family members, and coworkers. And of course, they also want the same from us. But all too often, our relationships are riddled with cracks in the foundation. We don't feel understood, and we don't feel like we're being listened to. We don't feel like our affection, our time, and our energy that we're putting into the relationship is being returned to us, and it really hurts. After all, these are the people that we care about. Now the thing is, the other person probably thinks the exact same way. A number of years ago, I just ended a relationship and a book was passed my way called The 5 Love Languages. I've suggested this book to all of my friends as it's one of my favorites, and it's also a bestseller, so there's a decent chance that you've probably already heard of it. But I've also found that while most people have heard of it, very few have actually read it and understand the concepts. When I first read this book, it caused a complete paradigm shift for me because I started to see why sometimes I felt so misunderstood by others. And I also started to see why some of the relationships I had in the past, romantic or otherwise, seemed so difficult. In a nutshell, imagine you're communicating your love and your affection for someone who you deeply care about, but you're saying it all in English. And the problem is that they only understand German. You two are speaking entirely different languages. And that's the premise of this book. Think about your current and past relationships with friends, family, and loved ones. When you want to show them how much you care about them or how much you love them, how do you do it? Do you buy them a gift card? Do you tell them how great they are? Do you give them a long hug? Do you invite them out for a walk in the park? Do you offer to help them with that big project that you know that they're struggling with? According to the book, there are 5 primary ways we like to show our affection to someone that we care about. First, there are acts of service, like cleaning the house or doing the chores. And then there's words of affirmation, like telling someone how amazing they are and how much you love them. And then there's giving gifts, like buying your partner a bouquet of roses or a box of chocolates. And there's quality time, like planning a day at the spa or a camping trip or a picnic. And finally, there's physical touch, like hugging, touching, and kissing. 1 or 2 of those probably jumped out at you as your preferred way of showing your love and care for someone. But here's the thing. There's an 80% chance that the person that you care about doesn't receive love and affection the same way that you like to show it. And furthermore, there's an equal chance that the person that you care about is trying to show how much they care about you, but it isn't aligned with how you receive love. If how you show your love is through physical touch, then it's almost certain that how you prefer to receive it from others is also physical touch. Now on the other side, if your partner is constantly planning dinner dates or getaways with you, then there's a good chance that they give and receive love through quality time. So as you can see, there's a mismatch here, and if it's left untreated, it can cause communication to break down and a rift to form in the relationship. So this then begs the question, are we only supposed to be in a relationship with those who have the same love language as us? Well, thankfully, that's not the case. The secret begins with opening up about yourselves in a conversation and being vulnerable. Be honest with one another about how you operate on an emotional level. It's letting the other person know how you receive love and then asking them how they receive love. And there's a really good chance that you two won't be a match in your love languages, and that's actually a really cool and beautiful thing. Your closest friends, your family members, and your romantic partners are the people that you would do anything for, right? So doesn't that include demonstrating how much you care about them in a way that they'll actually be able to receive and appreciate? Now, of course you would do that, and they'll also be willing to do the same, so long as you let them know how. When you both begin speaking it in a language that the other person can understand, the the relationship is given space to grow. The stereotypical communication breakdown in a relationship is, well, they should just know why I'm angry. And that's the exact opposite approach that anyone should take in a relationship. The other person doesn't likely know or can't fully understand why you're angry. Not only do you need to tell them why you feel the way you do, you also need to let them know how you best receive what you want from them in the relationship. And then ask that person that you're in a relationship with how you can do the same for them. As I said, reading this book was a massive paradigm shift for how I viewed communication within relationships of all types. The obvious application is in romantic relationships. However, it's just as true for your friends, your family, and the people that you work with. This is especially true if you find yourself in a leadership position for your business or in your community. Leadership isn't just about telling people what to do. True leadership is about bringing out the best in people. The way that you do that is by helping your people feel understood and recognized for the efforts that they're putting in. If you're a leader and you're guiding someone to achieve higher of themselves, don't you think it's worthwhile to know the best way to show your appreciation for a job well done? Because for one person, it might be as simple as a pat on the back. But for another, it could be 20 minutes of your time acting as a mentor. For another, it could be a small gift card to the local coffee shop. For another, it could be telling them what a great job they did on their last project. And for another, it could be offering to help them proofread their latest work. We all want to feel understood and appreciated by those that we're in relationship to, and they want the same thing from us. Stephen Covey, the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, has a fantastic quote that sums up this concept perfectly. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. I hope that you feel as inspired as I did when I first learned about the 5 love languages. Don't forget to download the free worksheet that I made you so that you can learn your love language and better communicate with the people that you care about. As always, thank you so much for spending some time with me here today. If you don't know me, I want to take just a second and introduce myself. So for over 10 years, I've been able to help men and women from all over the world create amazing habits, melt unwanted fat, and tone up their bodies so that they could finally feel confident, attractive, and comfortable in their own skin. So if you're currently trying to change your habits and achieve your fitness goals so that you can enjoy the best that life has to offer, then I've been able to help people in an intimate setting finally take control of their life so that they can find fulfillment, joy, and happiness in their body. And isn't it important that you go through the rest of your life feeling confident and proud of who you are? Isn't it important that you can express yourself and enjoy the best that life has to offer without feeling trapped by your body or lack of confidence? That's what I help people do, and I'd like to help you. I believe that you're here for a reason, because there are so many other things that you could be doing right now. So if you feel like this is something that's already calling to you and you'd like to learn more about how we can work together, here's the next step. For people just like you who already enjoy the content that I share, I'm grateful to extend a very special invite. And this invite is for a 100% free discovery and strategy call with me. All you need to do is click the link below this video, and if you're watching this video on Instagram, just click the link in my bio. You'll be taken to my calendar where you can select the best time that works for you and then fill out a short pre-call questionnaire. So I just get to learn a little bit more about you, what your goals are, and how we might be able to help you achieve those goals. And then during our time together, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and we'll go through a few really simple exercises that will leave you with the clarity that you need to know exactly what to do next when it comes to achieving your goals and living your best life possible. And then at the end of our call, there will be an opportunity for you where we can work together in a more intimate setting for a longer period of time to help you get the support that you need to once and for all start living life the way that you've always wanted. Because you're here right now, I'd invite you to take that next step so that you can learn more about how you can experience more happiness, more joy, more confidence, and more fulfillment in your life. So click that link below this video to book a call with me, or if you're on Instagram, just send me a message, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. I'll see you in the next episode.